because she sued me for $24 million. I was more on a high level of concern, very concerned.
And why were you concerned?
Because I'm pregnant and this girl's about to beat my... Hello?
Cardi B getting agitated on this second day on the witness stand during cross-examination by the plaintiff's attorney and the case surrounding a civil suit filed against the Grammy Award-winning rapper accusing her of assault. Cardi B arguing security guard Imani Ellis was trying to record her entering her OBGYN's office in Beverly Hills in 2018 while she was visibly pregnant. Cardi B saying she and the security guard had a heated argument and she feared it could have escalated into something much more dangerous.
What's going on, my day ones, and a warm welcome to everyone who just subscribed. You already know we're getting into the newest drama with Cardi B. And believe me, this situation is way more chaotic than people thought. Here's what's happening. A security guard has filed a lawsuit against Cardi B, demanding a staggering $24 million in damages, saying she attacked her during a tense encounter.
Ellis arguing during her testimony that Cardi B attacked and assaulted her during the altercation, striking her on her head, face, and body, spat on her, shouted racial slurs, and claims the rapper got her fired from her job. Ellis also claims the rapper's long fingernails caused cuts on her face that required plastic surgery.
The whole incident was super traumatizing for me. She did a lot that day.
Cardi B maintaining she never touched Ellis.
You didn't hit her?
No.
Did you take a swing at her?
Day 3 of the trial was intense, with Cardi back on the stand rocking a fresh wig and bringing plenty of attitude. The courtroom energy was hotter than ever as tension kept rising. Here's the twist. Before the trial even started, the judge ruled that none of Cardi's past controversies could be mentioned. That meant no microphone incident in Vegas, no police records, no gang references, nothing at all. The plaintiff's side wasn't happy about it since they wanted the jury to hear everything, but the judge completely shut it down. Still, the plaintiff's lawyer kept pushing Cardi about how she acted with Imani that day. At one point, he even asked her to rate her anger from 1 to 10. Cardi fired back, saying she was at a private medical appointment, felt disrespected, and believed Imani should have been the one showing professionalism at her job.
Are you disabled? Yes or no?
At that moment, when you're pregnant, I'm very disabled. You want me to tell you things I can't do?
Fine. What was your disability on February 24th of 2018? What was your disability?
I was pregnant. I couldn't protect myself, even if I wanted to.
Cardi kept pointing out the size difference between her and Imani, making it clear she wasn't body shaming and that it wasn't about that. Then the attorney switched focus to her nails. The reason Cardi was even in LA was for the 2018 All-Star Weekend, and there are photos from then showing her nail designs. The lawyer used those pictures to argue that her nails could have been a threat during the supposed fight. After hours of tough questions, Cardi's own lawyer finally had the chance to question her. Cardi stated firmly that she never threatened, spit on, or attacked Imani. Instead, she explained that she felt violated since she was pregnant and at a private medical appointment that should have been respected. Then came a major turn. In my recap of day 2, I mentioned the receptionist, right? Well, the judge allowed her to testify, and her name is Tiara Malcolm. On the stand, she said she escorted Cardi to her exam room, locked up the office, and didn't see any injuries on Imani's face that day. She also testified that months later, Imani reached out asking for help to sue Cardi, but she turned her down, saying it was Imani's fault, not Cardi.
Imani Ellis called you several months later and asked you to help her. What is the reason that you chose not to do so?
Well, main reason I didn't feel like she was in the right. I felt like based off of her position, working at the office, everything was handled unprofessionally. And going back and forth. No, she didn't work at our office, but clearly Cardi B was a patient going, she had a purpose at that building where she worked at. So I didn't feel, I don't know what I would help her with. I don't think if I told my truth, it would help her. So I didn't feel anything or see any hands come from behind me.
Understood. But if Cardi B took a swing because you were not facing her, you were focusing on Imani Ellis, and you don't have eyes in
No, I didn't see her hand.
You would not be able to know what she was doing.
Right.
So if she took a swing, you wouldn't be able to know. Fair?
Okay, yeah.
The cut came from you, the cut came from Ellis, or the cut came from Cardi B? Or make up your own. Where did the cut come from?
It definitely didn't come from me.
Okay, so that's out. You got 2 more. Or
Cardi
your own.
was behind me. So the only assumption that I had was it was from Miss Ellis because she was facing me.
Okay. But did you ever see Miss Ellis take her fingers or her hand or any other object and cause damage to your head? Did you ever see that?
I seen hands trying to reach over me, so being that she was in front of me and hands were going like this, that's the only realistic assumption I can have is that.
On top of that, she reported the incident to Amani's own security company, calling the whole thing unprofessional. But Amani's lawyer tried to poke holes in Tiara's testimony, arguing she couldn't have witnessed everything since she wasn't in the hallway the whole time, and pressing her about a cut she got while stepping between the two women. Tiara explained it was nothing serious, that she just cleaned it with alcohol and moved on. No lawsuit, no surgery, nothing at all. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any wilder, the last witness took the stand. Cardi's doctor, Dr. Frink.
I was in my office, in my office's office, and then heard a lot of yelling. So I immediately got up, ran down the hall, and went out into the hallway. As soon as I got into the hallway and realized what was going on, my receptionist was between the plaintiff and the defendant. There was a lot of yelling, a lot of finger pointing, and at one point, my receptionist was struck. Not hard, but I remember it was like on the shoulder kind of thing. I think it was her right shoulder. And there was a phone in the security guard's hand, and the phone kept going back from the ear to point and then back to the ear. And at one point, kind of both hands were kind of flailing, but not closed fists or anything like that. More swatting.
Did your receptionist show you a cut on her forward afterwards?
Very minor.
Okay. What happened next?
Tried to de-escalate the situation, separate the two, and get our security guard back in the elevator and off the floor. I was trying to match sort of with body, language, the intensity of it to get across the point that this was not okay. This is your job.
Who did you address that to?
Mrs. Ellis. There was a lot of name calling going back and forth, but my primary objective was to get our security guard back in the elevator and off the floor. And I can't remember if I was holding the elevator door open or I've been trying to think about that. I have no idea. I think at that point, there was enough distance between the parties that there was no longer any gestures that could be construed as violent. As soon as Miss Ellis stepped back on the elevator, Cardi and Tiara were headed back into my office.
He testified that he was less than a foot away from Amani after the incident and didn't see any injuries at all. He also said Cardi wasn't wearing long, sharp nails that day. And yes, he remembered clearly because he admitted he always notices people's nails. He even wrote a report about Amani's behavior, saying he wanted her removed from the office. That could change everything, since Amani has claimed Cardi got her fired, but this suggests it may have been the doctor pushing for her removal. Of course, Amani's lawyer went after him too, arguing that Dr. Frink might be siding with Cardi because he treats celebrities and wants to protect his reputation. They even showed him a photo of Cardi's nails from All-Star Weekend, and he confirmed that's what he remembered. But here's the twist. Dr. Frink said he canceled all his other patients just to testify, and he isn't being paid by Cardi or anyone else. He insisted he showed up only because he wanted to. With that, Day 3 wrapped up, and so did the trial for now. Next week, the jury will get instructions, and then we'll see how long it takes for them to reach a verdict. So here's the question. If you walked away with scratches after an encounter with Cardi B, would you really sue her for $24 million? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this case has people split. And before you leave, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and let me know what you think in the comments. I'll catch you in the next one.